Things have been super busy on the farm over the past weeks. So here's a video I shot a couple weeks ago. Very good content. Just had a lot of other priorities come out. So check it out. Hope you enjoy. Hi guys, Keith, Larkenberg Farms. It is the first week of June 2021. It's finally starting to get nice out here. Second day in a row we've had sunshine, which we've not seen for a month, which is very rare. But now that's actually drying up, I got to get the drip irrigation system set up out in the U-pick area. So I need to get started on that. And to start off doing that, I need to come down here and I need to make a new hose unreeler because I broke the old one. So let me show you how to do it. So here's my basic plan. It's pretty simple. Square, some screws, drill driver. I need a drill and a drill bit as well. Tape measure, some blocks to go across in between the support, then some skids to put it on, and then the only other thing is a piece of pipe to put the reel on. So I'm going to lay these out and get ready to cut them. So there's the basic plans for the side of it. Marked up 1.5 inches. That'll be where my 2x4s are on the bottom. Came up 9 inches because my biggest reel, I believe, is the drip irrigation line I have, and it is 16 inches across, so half of that is 8. So I came up an extra inch, so I had plenty. And then I came up another 4 inches in case I need to put a bigger reel here at any one point in time. I can drill another hole. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that out and then mirror it over here where I've got these other 10,000 marks because I screwed up originally and made it way too tall. But I'll get this one cut out and we'll go to the next step. So went ahead, cut these out, dog-eared the corners up top, and then clamped it together to drill my hole. That way the bottoms are lined up, so when I line them up on the 2x4, they'll line up perfectly and I can slip the rod straight through. Next, I cut these down. The reels I'm using, most of my hose reels are less than 12 inches. So I'm going to cut these right at 12 inches and then those will get screwed on in between here and here. Now with both my blocks cut, I line up one at the outside, keep it flat to the bottom, and drive a screw. Do the same thing with the other block by adding another screw. I'll add another one here and here, so there's 2 in each, and I'll turn it around with my other end and repeat the same process, holding it flush with the bottom, and we're all but complete. Now, I could use this as is. It works great. The biggest problem is that when you get a heavy roll on top, you start yanking on it, it has a chance of falling over. And when that happens, you have to walk back up to it. So what I found is just grab 2 more pieces of scrap lumber and screw it down to it. It's kind of like a skid, and it'll keep it from wanting to tip. What I like to do is leave about 1 inch, 1.5 inches on the outside each side. That way, if I have it on the back of a trailer or something, I have a spot where I can clamp it down and don't have to worry about it falling off or moving. Also gives me the ability to also drill a hole and push a rebar pin through it as well if it's going to be in the same place for a long time. But I'm going to get some more screws, screw this down, and we'll load the drip line on there, head out to the field, and go give it a test run. So, got my rig mounted to the back of my tractor. Like I said, just used a single clamp over there on the corner. Load my reel of drip tape on. This is a kit I got from Rainflow. I did a previous video where I installed this in more detail. It was a Berry Hill irrigation kit. Just Google my channel, or not Google my channel, search my channel. You should hopefully be able to find it just by looking up drip irrigation. I tag everything pretty good, but I'm going to go ahead and I've already got my main line down. Get this starting to set up, and I'll show you how well this works. So, to start out, we have 1-inch connector, 12 psi reducer, filter, and then garden hose adapter. That'll plug onto my garden hose heads that I've got popped up everywhere, running on a 1-inch main line, then down through the field. 1-inch header goes all the way out there to where that black roll is, and that's where it ends up. So I'm going to tie this onto the end, and then we'll work our way out and get the emitters hooked on, and then the drip line ran out. Got that hooked up in line. Now I'll put my first 2 emitters on this bed right here. Now for what I'm doing out here in the U-pick area, most everything's on 2-row, 1-row. I'm going to do a 3-row herb, but that is the exception. So I'm just going to run 2 runs for each bed in the main line where it comes up to the landscape fabric. Marked out a stick, that's the center right there. It is actually the width from red line to red line, so I just put it on the lines, and it's got 2 markings 18 inches apart, and that's where both my emitters go. So I'll drop that down, stick my holes, and plug them in, and then run tape. So this is lay flat hose with a blue stripe on it. I typically keep the blue stripe upwards, but that's right where the fold is, so you have to give it a little squeeze. Then take your punch tool, which this is the one they included in the kit, and go in right in the side of it. Easy as that. Take my emitter, got a shut off on it, and push it and pull it back out, and then there's a little threaded piece right here on the end that you twist out, and it actually tightens down on that barb to make it to where that connection does not leak. Typically like to keep my valves sideways, that way if something hits them it doesn't shear them off. And just do it till it's tight. And I'll do the next one. I'll work my way all the way down the field. Now for ending these ones off, they just give me these little rings, which are a lot cheaper because they're just a piece of 3/4 inch poly. Take your piece, fold it again, and you should be able to get a 3rd fold. You take that bundle, you push it in to the ring itself, and that should contain all the water. So that looks just like that. From there, I just take it and walk it out. So at the far end I pinned it. Just keep it on the inside of the rows. That way if the wind blows it doesn't blow it out over into the grassy areas. Pull it to about where I need it, which is the back of the coupler. Make a cut. Make sure it's not on a drip emitter. Otherwise I'll have to move it a little bit. Then we just simply open them up and slide it onto the fitting. Just want to make sure to get it bottomed out completely and tighten down your coupler. You might actually have to twist it a little towards you when you get your last tighten because it'll turn a little bit. There we go, just like that. So after getting all my emitters off my main line in, I'll go ahead and flush the line down to the end. I won't actually put the cap on. Here, flushing right now. Until I get it fully flushed. That way all those little circles that get punched out from the punch actually fall out and get out the line. Otherwise it'll end up down that drip line somewhere and end up clogging up an emitter. But if you want a more detailed build on this, like I said, go ahead and search the channel, search YouTube. Last time it was a Berry Hill irrigation kit. I can find it in my videos or other places. But the main purpose was to show you how to basically build the simple little hose unwinder on the back of that tractor, which is a lifesaver on a farm. You use it so much you would not even believe it. But hope you all liked what you saw here today. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank y'all. Have a good day. And if you'd like to learn more or get access to some of the spreadsheets I use, head over to arkenbergfarms.com, scroll down to the bottom to digital tools and training. Check it out. There's all kinds of cool content and some exclusive content in there as well. Thank y'all.